This video shows the demonstration of a Resensys wireless displacement SenSpot sensor in live mode. First, we have our displacement SenSpot sensor and sensing element, our Energizer lithium CR2 battery. This is the kind of battery that works in the SenSpot. If you'd like to change or remove a battery, you can look on our other video of changing and removing batteries on the playlist. And an antenna. The antenna polarization is important. This is a female port antenna, and this is a male port on the SenSpot sensor. You just want to make sure that you have a female and male connection. And you screw that on like that, and you just flip up the antenna, and now we're ready to open the SenScope software. So here, double clicking takes me to the title screen. We don't have to worry about logging in because we're using live mode. Also, when using live mode, we want to make sure that we have the licensing dongle and the USB sync dongle connected to the USB ports on your computer. Once you make sure that everything is in order, you click the second button. This is the live mode button, and this brings us to SenScope. Once you're here, from the data source, you select live, and at the bottom you can see the communication serial port settings. COM port is usually selected defaultly by the software. If you have multiple devices, you'll just have to select the appropriate COM port. The baud rate, parity, data bits, and stop bits should all be at the set to the default that are there when you open SenScope. Now I'm going to turn the serial port to open, and this is the data that is being transmitted by various SenSpot sensors. I'm just going to go straight to the graph menu, and here I want to look at this displacement SenSpot sensor, so I need to look at the ID number that is listed on the top plate of the SenSpot. This ID reads 14030534. So on the top portion of SenScope, I'm just going to look for that ID number. I can filter the ID numbers by just pressing the top portion, and I'm going to look for that number, and here it is. And I can also look at the type of sensor it is. This is a displacement 1-inch sensor. Now I want to look at and graph the displacement quantity. I can choose various quantities, but I want to look at displacement. Once that's highlighted, I press Add Chart, and here we can see the data that this SenSpot sensor is transmitting. Now, I'm just going to slide this displacement sensor at various distances away from this reference point. These will both be attached to a structure, and this just shows how far this has moved from the reference point. So we can start low, and here this data is going to be showing up on the screen right around here. This is the low point that we'll see. Now we'll let it transmit one more time, and then we'll move it a little bit, about halfway up. Now we see that it's there. We're going to move it up just a little bit, about halfway, and we will see that on the screen momentarily. Now you can see that it has gone up, and we'll just let it transmit one more time. Now we're just going to move it very slowly up to the maximum range. So I'm just going to move it really slowly, and there it is. And now we can see that it's going up as I move it further away. It's now here near the top of the range, and because I moved it so slowly, it tracked that it's a steady increase, and it's still increasing. There we go. Now I'll let it transmit one more time before I move it down, and I'll move it down very slowly again, and you'll see a decrease over time. I'm moving it back to the middle, And there it is, still decreasing. Now we'll just move it a little bit more, and we'll just go back down to the very bottom. Alright, now if you would like to change the properties of any specific SenSpot, you just highlight its ID number, you right click and press properties. Here you can change the name of the SenSpot, and here you can change the offsets and coefficients for data collecting. And when you're done with that, you can just press save. And that is the entirety of this tutorial. Thanks for watching.